Welcome back to another Mind on My podcast. I'm your host, Shubz, with my co-host of Empathy and Energy and many other shows, Maddy. What's good, Maddy? It's been a minute.
Hi,
We ain't
hi
been in here for a minute.
everybody. Oh my gosh, it's been ages. It's been
Yeah.
so long.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling sad. I just dropped my baby off to the airport.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Where's she going?
she's going to Brisbane, but she's only going for 2 days.
Oh, true.
So at the moment, I'm feeling quite sad. And her dad was sending me photos, and he sent a photo of her trying to eat an apple, but she completely missed her mouth and it went up her nose. I was like, oh, that's so cute. So yeah, I'm just thinking about her, and her siblings said goodbye to her at the car, and they were crying. It was
Oh, were they?
yeah.
All of them?
Tatiana and Sarona, Peaches and Tolofa were inside,
Mm.
but they all wanted to go with their dad. But yeah, the reason why the youngest is going is because she's free. Don't have to pay extra for the tickets.
Let's go. But she also hasn't met the grandfather, right?
Yeah, the great grandfather. Yeah,
Great-grandfather.
she's the only one out of all the kids that hasn't met, and the grandma or the great grandma as well. So
Yeah, solid. That's good. Well, you got this though. You got this. 2 days, girl.
2 days.
2 days.
I don't know how parents who don't see their kids it's so sad. Like you just a piece of you's missing, eh? Like it's not there with you. But yeah.
Yes.
Anyways.
Hey, what else has been happening? 'Cause we haven't done one of these in a minute.
Yeah, it's like been a month or something.
Yeah,
Has it
3
been a
weeks, I
month?
think.
3 weeks. It feels like ages. Yeah. So, work has been great. Absolutely great. And yeah,
great.
like I don't know, like life has just been going on. You know, I've been as I've mentioned before, in previous episodes, I do have depression and anxiety, and so
Well, do you?
but yeah. Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, I just found this out, love.
So yeah, I've been going through the motions, and this one over here has had to deal with quite a lot of my mood swings. So
That's what brothers and sisters do for each other.
thank you. Thank you for tolerating me for the
It's all good. Help.
But yeah, no, other than that, I'm okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
To be honest, like I don't feel too bad. Like I was tired today. I've been pretty happy. I've been like, because as you know, I've been just in this room for I don't know all of this year, pretty much, just grinding it out. And last couple of weekends, I've been going out on the weekend and stuff. Like, haven't really been going out too much. So we went to the casino a couple of times, Uncle and I, but we're just with the fam in there and just chilling. I don't think my liver's liking the drinking, but yeah, so I might curb that a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, I used to just love it, hey. But yeah, how did I? But I have enjoyed getting out on the weekends, just leaving the house, saying like leaving the room even, because it's been pretty. Yeah, I'm like I'm an outgoing, adventurous dude, so. Lately, I've been quite introverted, but I think I'm both. Actually, I can be both, but it's been good. I guess finding a little bit of balance.
Yeah,
Yeah, a bit
definitely.
of balance instead of just like the mission's still the same because I'm still fucking on my phone doing some shit to do with this a lot of the time, but just I don't know, you fucking sceneries and shit's been good. Even the other last week was good to. We could still do the Warriors game, and you hosted it. Shout out to you. You hosted it and you did well. In your depressed, sore bum mood that you're in. you still got through it, and you hosted it and did well. Did everything, even down to the overlay thing. I didn't even notice that till like a little bit in because I was a bit drunk. Yeah, that was pretty cool too. I was like,
Yeah.
you get it. Let's go, though, Maddie. That was dope. Dope to see. Good on ya, love.
I'm a good teacher, so shout out to you too.
Yeah, well, hard. But it just means like even that, like you being able to do that means like fuck. I don't have to like. I guess it's responsibility, but we create like I'm putting it on myself. But it's cool that you could do that too. I mean, if worst comes to worst and I'm out, I can still host it from my phone, but it's not the same.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's a
mean?
bit
Like Uncle and I hosted
fiddly.
that one from the phone the other week.
Yeah.
It's not the same from the phone, to be honest. Like hosting it, especially as
Yeah.
I feel like a guest. Even though the funny thing is, remember the first like fucking few podcasts, I ended up doing them from the phone because the fucking laptop didn't work properly. So I was sort of I don't know. And then what was weird is coming back here and then sitting in front of the computers and then doing it, like recording, even just recording. I felt weird, like I think it was Monday. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Monday when I was just like, it was just trippy, It was Monday or whatever day. Yeah, it was just like weird being at home and trying to. I don't know, but it was cool. It was
Yeah.
like, yeah. And I'd only been like, I just didn't record for like 3-4 days, whatever it was, like here. But I
Yeah.
found out, and then what's crazy too? I jumped on TikTok.
Yeah. How's that?
Oh, it was so boring. But but then it was like, it was. I don't know. Like I jumped on, and then like I looked to see who was there to battle, and Leeka was there.
Oh
Yeah. And Leeka said he just randomly jumped on too. So we jumped on for a bit, and then I was on, and like some people coming through, hey, brother Shubz, blah 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 blah. But I was also like, I don't know if this is for me anymore. Yeah. Like, and I've had those moments before. We've talked about it. But yeah. All in all, I feel happy.
Oh,
Like in everything, all things considered, I feel happy. I feel happy. I feel content. As content as I can be at the moment. Obviously, we just locked in a deal with a brand that we won't shout out until we get the product because but that was pretty cool to do that with you. After all the mahi that we've done, all the work, that was pretty. It's like even though it's not like fucking we got $1 million deal or something, it's just the fact that we're getting noticed and that they reached out to us because I never messaged them.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they reached out to us, found our email or whatever through the thing channels, the podcasting channels. They found our stuff and seen it and decided we wanted to link up. There's been others in the past which I guess don't align with us, so I haven't even brought those to the table because fuck, if I don't agree with it, then what's the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that was cool. I really enjoyed it. I'm still a bit buzzing off of that, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, all in all, okay. Fuck, that was a long-winded fucking answer. Eh? Yeah, I'm right.
Love it. We love the long answers.
Yeah, but yeah, I actually, if I'm honest, right now, all things considered, I probably feel the happiest I've felt in a long time.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Nah.
Empathy and energy, huh? Hey, come back to everything.
Sorry.
You want to speak on what you're thinking right now? Or?
No, not really. It's not really podcast.
Well, it probably is. Probably is.
Nah, it's more. Nah, definitely not. But yeah, I got some. I've just been stacking up on the quotes for the past 4 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Feels like 4 weeks, honestly. It feels like that long. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I guess if we get to Sunday, then it'll be 4 weeks, but it's still like 3.5 weeks ago. It was 3 Sundays ago.
But yeah, I was on the way home tonight, and then I saw this video on Instagram, and I was just like, "What the actual fridge?" Like
fridge.
For a split second, I thought we were on TikTok. And I was
We're
like,
nowhere. We're in no man's land right now. We're recording, pre-recorded. So yeah, whatever. What the fridge?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, shit. Like, what the actual fuck is this lady on about?
Yeah.
I personally do not agree with it, but I thought it would be like an interesting topic to delve into.
And what is that topic?
Money for play dates?
Because it's this one.
Yes, that one.
So do you want me to play it, or you want to give some more context before we watch it? Or we good?
Yes. Well, I guess like when I first listened to it, I thought she meant like giving money to people for play dates, which I'm like, oh yeah, fair enough. Because like when my brother and his missus come and take the kids, I like to give them money to help out with the expenses.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, this lady was talking about something different.
Oh yeah, let's see what she was talking about.
Sending the other family money for play dates. So recently, my daughter had a friend over, and I asked her mom for money, and this is how it went. So after the play date, I texted her mom and I said, thanks for letting Jamie play today. Please help out with your share of the expenses for the play date, totaling $15 via Venmo. Let's do it again sometime. Because I can't keep doing these play dates if it's so expensive. And she said, expenses? And I said, yeah, she used supplies and food while she was here. And this way we can do this more often without a monetary obligation on just one party, right? Makes sense. Now, she didn't say much, but she did say what supplies. And of course, I wrote them down. There was chalk, applesauce, fruit. She sat on the couch, so that's wear and tear. She actually broke a toy. She had 3 juice boxes. She went to the bathroom. She had yogurt. Then she actually sent the money, and I sent her a message.
Did she say wear and tear?
Yeah. And like,
do you send wear and tear money to your
I was
brother?
mortified. And the fact that she charged for 3 trips to the bathroom.
Oh, we get in there. Or is she about to say?
Oh,
Oh, we haven't got
like,
there?
oh, you can
Okay.
honestly just stop it there.
No, let's go.
Thanking her for it, of course. She didn't say anything else, but I said, this will make it easier for us to do more play dates in the future. So what do you guys think?
Popular opinion, unpopular opinion. Anytime someone says normalize, it's normally followed by some fuckery. Let's be honest. 3 trips to the bathroom. You're charging for bathroom?
Did I miss that, or was it written?
It was written.
Let me go back a bit, okay?
She.
Go back. 115. Hold on. So here we go. Is this it?
Yeah. So chalk is $1, applesauce $1, fruit $1. Sat on the couch, wear and tear $1. Broke a doll $5. 3 juice boxes $2. I'm pretty impressed because I'm reading this without my glasses.
Yeah, I am impressed too.
Yeah. Shout out to my beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
3 trips to the bathroom, $3, and yogurt $1. This made me mad for this mum, for the mum that was like, what supplies? Like, if any mother ever messaged me this, I would send them the money just to shut them up.
And then never take a kid there again? Or
Never, ever.
You ain't
Be
friends
like,
with them, Bobo?
yeah, you can be friends with them at school, but you ain't never going over to their house, and they ain't never coming over here too.
Oh, damn. Thank you for reading that out, because the people that are watching, that are listening audibly, wouldn't have known what the fuck we're talking about. So yeah, shout out to that. And shout out to this fucking fork for scratching my back, cuz. That's it. Plastic fork, cuz, get amongst it. That's it.
Yeah, the back scratcher.
Wait, do you get itchy back and you can't scratch it sometimes, or you?
No, I'm quite flexible.
True.
Yeah, I can reach like all over my back. I never have to ask anybody to scratch my back.
Well, I have to, because
that's how.
Because I'm big. Yeah, I am too. Look, I got a fork. Don't use that fork, G. This is for scratching backs, G.
Gonna throw that fucking fork in the bin. Uncle might come in over and use it.
Ox, what a Uncle P. Any forks? I got you one, Ox. See, you got any forks? Oh, he's just right on this back scratcher, eh? Back scratcher, G. Anyway, oh fuck, bro, it's still itchy, G. Oh fuck. We'll go back in there. We're going back in, fam.
Sorry, guys. We've we paused the podcast so Shubz can scratch his back.
Fuck, we ain't pausing shit. I'm just scratching there. We're still going, baby. Holy damn. That was an itchy one. Yeah. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
How much was the trip to the bathroom?
$3. So she went 3 times.
So $1 a trip.
$1 trip. I'm surprised the lady didn't charge her for toilet paper and the water that she used to flush.
Yeah. Oh,
disgraceful.
If you could, disgraceful. But if you could be this lady, if you were this lady, what else could you charge?
Oh, okay. Let's delve down into that. Okay. Okay.
While I scratch my back again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first off, charge the water that was flushed, the wear and tear on pushing the button to flush the toilet,
Yeah.
the electricity that she used to turn the light on when she goes to the toilet. Because I noticed that doesn't matter if it's night or day.
Yeah.
Kids always turn the lights on in the toilet.
Okay.
Always. Everywhere where her foot touched, 50 cents per step. That's so mean. Nah, I'm joking. I'm just making up shit.
Oh, you
Yeah,
could, because you
but-
got to mop that later.
Yeah, you got to mop it. Wear
You
and
gotta
tear.
vacuum. Wear and tear. Hey.
100%. And like, if you looked at my kid the wrong way,
Oh,
that's 50 cents.
yeah. Attitude tax.
We don't have attitude in this
Yeah,
house,
yeah,
especially if you're
yeah.
a guest. If you're a guest,
Yeah.
no attitude.
And then
allowed.
if she walks in and like her stuff isn't organic that she's wearing, like fucking
Organic
environmental
cotton,
tax.
Yep.
Fuck. If she watches like the TV for too long,
Yep.
power what?
Electricity.
Let's just, or is that already on there?
Nah, electricity for flushing the toilet.
Well, we're
and
just
turning
giving
the
them more
lights on.
ideas for
Yeah,
next
yeah, for next
parent.
time.
And,
These
or
are
any
other
parents
things-
like this.
Yeah,
We're helping you,
this is-
even
yeah.
though we think you're fucking idiots. But well, I do.
Yeah, and if she even touched the remote, pushing those buttons.
Oh,
it's
wear
another
and tear on the remote.
Yeah, wear and tear on the remote. Okay.
Yes.
Also, if she asked for the Wi-Fi password, I would charge $1 per letter of the password.
$1 per Oh fuck,
Yeah.
that's steep.
Yeah,
I was thinking like 40 cents.
40 cents.
Yeah, 40 cents a letter.
I mean,
think
if you're
should suffice.
past the age of 6, or actually no, let's drop it down because kids that are 3 years old can use iPads now.
Yeah, they
So
can
we'll
even
go
log
3
in
and a
with us,
half.
let's
As
be
soon
honest.
as you're 3 and a half, it's $1.
And then before that, it's like your daughter, go for free.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're under 3.5, come over to Auntie's house because it's free for the Wi-Fi, baby. Or just do like Uncle Shubz and say your kids are 3.5.
They're bloody giants. They're 3 and a half.
They're 3.
Man, nah, honestly.
Yep.
I couldn't believe it. And she said it with a chest as well,
Yeah, like this one.
Normalize this shit. No, I ain't fucking normalizing it.
Really?
No, I ain't normalizing any of that, man. Like I get, like I said in the beginning when I was like, I give money to my brother and sister when they take my kids out, to help out because there's a lot of them. You know what I mean? I get that, but then asking people for money and charging them this kind of stuff, nah.
Yeah, this
I
way.
don't get it.
Should we watch the rest of it? Yeah, this watch. What was the other one? Okay.
This guy's funny as though.
Normalize. It's normally followed by some fuckery, let's be honest. 3 trips to the bathroom. You're charging for bathroom trips? Wear and tear on the sofa. How did you even come up with that figure? Did you look at how much the cost of the entire couch was? And then did you divide it by the number of years? And then the amount of time that the child on the sofa? And then acted like you came up with this magical figure of 3. This is exactly why I say you can't send your children to everyone's house. Because at this point, she's definitely counting kilowatts. So for every single time your child is in that house and some form of electricity is using, she's even going to invoice you for that. Normalize not inviting people over your house if you can't afford it. If you're going to be this level of petty. Because this level of petty is very petty. I'm petty. I thought I was petty. But this, you're moving mad. Let me know what you guys think. Am I in the wrong? Am I? No, I'm not. This is absolutely outrageous. I'm not even listening. I'm not hearing anything. No.
Bruh.
100. And you know what kind of reminds me of? Kind of reminds me of fucking landlords. You know when you leave the house, like you've packed up the house, you've left, and then they go in, they're like, oh, you need to pay for this wear and tear, you need to pay for this, blah, blah, blah. They give you like a list and try and take money off your bond. It's like, bitch, fuck you.
Hey, have you had any experiences with landlords? Any like annoying ones or
Any annoying ones? Oh, well, nah, actually, all of my landlords have been good. Like when it's time for us to leave, bond wise, there was a really good landlord in Queensland where we would be like, oh, there's a leak here.
They fixed
or
it
this
straight away?
is like straight away.
Oh,
So
true.
good. They were onto it.
Well, yeah, I had one of those before too when I was younger.
Yeah, they were so good.
The husband and wife, like, they both come over and fix it straight away.
Yeah. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. The landlord that I'm at now, fucking oath, we've like sent like because we've had issues with the sink leaking and all that kind of stuff. And we've had 3 inspections, and then my mum's like, oh, so when's the stuff gonna get fixed? And we're like, oh yeah, we'll let you know. Never hear from them again. So I was just like, okay, well, we're trying to help you maintain this property. If you do not want to help us as well, then
what about your last one? Did he just to come over and stuff?
oh yeah, he was annoying.
They did all right though.
Yeah, he was okay. He was like, he's a good bloke. He just wanted to do everything like the cheap way.
Yeah.
But then obviously if you have a property, you legally can't fix like plumbing, for example, yourself. You have to get professionals to do it. But he always wanted to do
no cars.
yeah. So I had to get like the Commerce WA involved because he was just like, oh, I'll come over every week and try and figure out where the leak is. And I'm just
Leaking
like,
where? Leak what?
The shower.
Oh, okay.
And then so I was just like, bro, because like when he comes over, he's like there the whole day, and I'm just like, oh, this is like making me so anxious because I just want to do stuff, but like if
I just want to live the way I live without you being here.
Yeah, and it's just like every week it was just like he was there just trying to figure out where the leak was. And so I got Commerce WA involved. They messaged him. They were like, you're not allowed to try and fix it yourself because it's plumbing. You have to get someone to come in to do it.
Yeah.
He finally got
plumber?
He finally got someone to come do it. The guy walks into the bathroom and he looks at the shower and he's like, who did this? And I was like, oh, the landlord. He's like, he's put them on back to front. Like the taps.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So that's why it was leaking, because he didn't install it properly.
Oh, come on.
And I was like, I've had to endure this for 3 weeks. Oh, but you know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he tried. He tried. And I got to give that to him, you know.
He gave it a go, love. He gave it a go.
Yeah, no, but he was good. You know how, like, I guess every human on the face of this planet, we're all good humans. It's just some humans that we come across annoy.
I don't know if we're all good humans. I'm just gonna say.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to nick and pick, but yeah.
No, I'm not even nitpicking. There's heaps of the kids. No.
Yeah, I know that. Just
But I get what you mean. Like, innately, I think we're born good humans, right? Is that right? Yeah. But yeah, there's plenty of scoundrels out there. But shout out to the good humans. See?
Yeah.
The
goody humans.
Goody gumdrops. You ever had that before?
Goody gumdrop?
Gumdrops. Goody gumdrops is like ice cream flavor from New Zealand.
Sounds disgusting. Is that your favorite?
Used to be when I was a kid, actually. Yeah.
What is it, like gummy bears?
Yeah, sort of. Not gummy bears, but yeah, it's like those sort of lollies in the thing. But it tastes nice. And I don't know what the flavor is. It's like a bluish ice cream. I don't know. It's nice. I enjoyed it as a kid. I think I probably still enjoy it now. What's your favorite ice cream out there? Anybody that's listening? If you are listening audibly, find a way to message us. You can send us a text if you're watching on Spotify or any of those audio platforms. I mean, listening, you can text us there and we'll get back to you.
Can they text us on Spotify?
Yeah, apparently they can click and send us a text. It's not just Spotify; it's through it's through our podcast host. So I only realized you can highlight that like maybe 6 weeks ago. So I started highlighting it, and then so every episode that they listen to, they can click on that and like send us a text somehow. I don't know how it works.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, or it must be like just send us a little message.
Yeah.
So send us some messages out there, fam. Let us know what podcasts you enjoy. Let us know if you want to see Maddie's face more, or if you want to see a ninja forever. You know what I mean? Sub-Zero, she reckons. Yeah.
Sub-Zero.
As you can see, her face goes all right. You know what I mean? Her face goes all right. You know.
This is big forehead.
Yeah,
cover my forehead a bit. Cover my forehead a bit. There we go.
Yeah. That's it. So, yes.
Oh, it reminds me of my client. So this one time, we always had to wear masks.
Mm-hmm.
And when I met my client, I met him with a mask. And then when masks weren't mandatory anymore, I took off my mask, and he looks at me. He's like, "Oh, it's the first time I've seen you without a mask." And I was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "I'm not saying you've got an ugly face or anything. I'm just saying it's the first time I've ever seen you without a mask." And I was like,
"What are you saying?"
My brain was like, "Wait, is he saying I'm ugly?"
What did he look like?
He was a handsome man.
Well, yeah.
Man. Yeah.
He couldn't walk. No.
What?
Could he walk?
No.
Yeah, that's what I said. But he couldn't walk.
Oh, shut up!
Much love to our disabled brothers. Eh? Let's go. Let's see.
Gosh, what are we gonna do with you?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, if he's like, you're ugly.
You don't need to elaborate.
If you're ugly, you think I'm ugly? Well, no. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brothers, man. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, so there was also this other video that I found. Okay, guys, I thought that this was awesome. I don't know. You guys might not agree. Okay, you guys might not agree that it's awesome, but I thought it was awesome, and I think we need to bring this to Australia.
All right, show us the review of this video. Oh, here you gotta go. This one.
Oh,
that one. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. Yeah, and then push it.
Okay, are you ready for this? Dun, 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 dun.
One of the world's strangest competitions, because this year South Korea held its 10th annual Space Out competition, where contestants compete to do absolutely nothing. Contestants have to zone out for 90 minutes without falling asleep or checking their phones, and the winner is determined by votes from the audience watching, as well as their heart rate to check who has the most stable one among the 10. The competition was started 10 years ago by a visual artist that goes by the name Whoopsyang to protest against a culture that demands constant productivity after she suffered severe burnout. So, do you think you could win this competition?
Do you think you can win this competition?
Oh, hold on. So that's a competition.
Yeah, it's a competition, a real life competition, and it's happened for the past 10 years.
People
and
do
I think
some
it's
weird shit. Eh?
I do think like the way it became about is quite beautiful. Like it has a strong meaning behind it. You know,
What do you what like? Do you think that lady was just lazy?
no, she could have been burnt out, like she said.
Yeah, but like,
and if you think of like the bigger aspect of it, it is true. Like we can appreciate time, you know.
Yeah.
Just,
I get that.
I think it's beautiful. I think we should bring that to Australia.
Yeah.
Everyone with ADHD is gonna zone out and win, like, because your heart rate's gonna drop.
Do I have ADHD?
It's gonna be. You got autism, bros. I don't know.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Let's go with autism.
No, but apparently, actually, I spoke to so I've seen many psychologists.
Yes, we know this.
And
I do. Yeah.
And like I did like a lot of tests, and so it came back with OCD, autism, and ADHD.
Yep.
But then nothing came about it. Like I came to Perth, and I don't know what to do. It's just like, okay, found all this information out. Now what? Now what do I do? I just exist, I guess. But yeah. Fun fact about me.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, do you want to know another weird fun fact about me? It just came into my brain cells.
Okay.
Whenever I'm drunk, right? You know when you break the seal, and then after that you just keep pissing like all the time. Oh, I don't know if you do, but I do.
Yeah. That's if you keep drinking. Like,
yeah, and you keep.
If you keep drinking at the same pace, or because I think you go faster too. You know, with drunker. So yeah.
So when I break the seal, my first initial pee lasts about 45 to 65 seconds.
Do you count them every time?
Yeah, I count.
Like every time you drink, you count your pisses?
No, I count my pee no matter what.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
But anyways, and so my initial pee is 45 seconds to 65 seconds.
Yeah.
And then from that moment on, every time I go to the toilet after that for the rest of the night, exactly 11 seconds on the spot. No more, no less.
When do you start counting?
as soon as like I release.
Do you count with a like phone, or
No, I go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4.
do you think it's like a bit slurred as you get drunker?
Probably 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
I think there
3
was 11.
Mississippi.
Don't even know, are you?
4 Mississippi, 5
Oh,
Mississippi. Oh, squirrel.
Mm.
But yeah, do you have any fun facts about yourself?
Fun fact about myself. I'm real obsessive.
Oh, I think we all know that, don't we?
Don't do we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm real
You've mentioned it a
obsessive.
couple of times as well.
Oh, have I? I don't know if I get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, real like. What are you know when people are like, I have an addictive personality, you do, but like, yeah, I fucking do, cuz like, and when I like lock it up, bro, I don't give a fuck if if everything moves, I gotta fucking finish this thing. Yeah, like fucking today. Oh my god, it took ages. Yeah.
You got there. You got there.
Oh, what a fucking amateur. But it was annoying me too. Was the captions, right? I was trying to make them right, but then on the app that I was using, if you go to fix what's written,
Mhm.
it like pushes the words together. So you gotta go in and like push them all apart again. And then if I forget the ticket and I just like click out of it, it goes back to the start. I was like, oh, it's a whole
no.
fucking thing. Oh. And then I'm like, I was trying to put transitions on the thing like every 3 seconds, like
Yeah.
Coco Melon on them.
Fucking
like
hate
the-
Coco Melon. Sorry. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, but like just
Yeah.
transitions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like doing that, and then I was like, fuck, I think I did that one. Then I went back, I was like, no, I didn't. Oh, it was all good. Like I was like, I was trying to do
Aw.
like four different ones, like one after another, or 5. And then I went back because I was doing them every 3 seconds, and it was a minute 30. And I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck, I think I already did that one. And then I was like, go back. And then I'll go back and I didn't even do it. I was fucking
gosh.
So yeah, it's that shit. Something fun that I didn't say then.
It's frustrating,
Fun
man.
fact. Yeah, and then I was like, and because the bro had that his thing launches tomorrow, so I wanted to get it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, that's
yeah,
pretty exciting that it launches tomorrow, man.
Yeah. Oh,
Shout out.
this business is interesting too. Like they're luxury street wear hire brand. So you could, it's like if you want like some luxury like jackets. So it's jackets at the moment because they're going into winter, and you don't have the money to fork out like $1,000 for one item, but you can hire that, and then they could deliver it to you. Like if you're having an event or a party that you want to go to, but you want to wear something fly, something dope. Yeah.
That's
'Cause
nice.
I think it's
and
cool.
they deliver it as
Yeah,
well.
they deliver it. Like if they have it in stock, they have a sort of setup where they try to get it to you that day if they can. Yeah. Yeah, hard. I just think it's cool. It's a Moldy brother and his wife and his sister that came up. He also started a clothing brand in 2020, but then he didn't say what brand.
Yep.
Actually, I'm going to ask him and see if I can get the info. Not for anybody else, but just for the ears. You know what I mean? Just for the, interesting. Maybe I don't align with that. No, just, no. But there was another brand that took his whole style, font, everything, like the way he thinked it. And he said there's no way that they didn't copy it. Like everything was exactly the same. But I think they just jumped ahead of, like, I took it from him and then fucking. But he even said he learned, like, he put shit on Instagram too early before he had.
Yeah, so see, that's what I mean. Like keep shit to yourself for a bit, like
especially that kind of shit that can be patented and all of that,
Yeah.
patented or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, I was like, oh, true. And then the brand was called that he was gonna name it was called This Ain't It, and I was like, oh, that ain't it, cuz. That ain't it, my cuz. But yeah, but yeah, cool that he's that it took that as a lesson, and then now he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna run it up here. I'm gonna run it up here.
Good on him, man.
And that him and his wife and his sister all came up with the idea together, and so he makes his own clothes too. So he makes t-shirts and that.
That's so cool.
Like you said, he might send us some stuff in there. But yeah, the cool thing is that he's trying to focus on making that brand like a streetwear hire brand, like luxury streetwear stuff. And he said there's no one really doing it in Perth, so that's doing that like in that space. Yeah, he's in Perth. Yeah. No one in that working in the men's sort of streetwear, luxury streetwear brand that's hiring gears. So yeah, I wish him all the success, and pretty cool. And
that's so exciting.
Yeah, and for shout out to Perth. Hey, Perth, we got that fucking or looks like we might be getting the team. That's pretty cool. NRL.
Oh yes.
That's
yes,
cool,
I was so excited about that. I saw that and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, how good! Fuck, that's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, I was so
Yeah.
excited, and it's so funny.
I always thought we should be getting it because, like, the Papua New Guinea, I get it. Like when they're talking about military wise, and if you're trying to stop China from encroaching on Australia or whatever the fuck in America want to put in together, but there's so much fucking infrastructure you'd have to build in PNG, right, for you to have a safe team.
Yep.
You remember that podcast with Butil,
Yeah.
she talked about what happened over there.
Country.
Like, yeah, and like so many other people have stories that's similar. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and obviously they love rugby league. That's the thing, but there's so much shit you got to do. Whereas Perth, fucking like screaming out for a team. There's plenty of expat Queenslanders, just like yourself, you know, New South Wales, fucking Kiwis, Pollies here, fucking even expat English, and even some South Africans, because South Africans love rugby union. A lot of them aren't that really know what rugby is, but a lot of them learn rugby league from state of origin. So and then they start to get into teams over here. So you know, a lot of them. There's a community that would show up here for if we got a team, and also there's so much sponsorship money here, like so many huge companies that reside here. So I think it's a no-brainer. And also TV rights wise, there's another time zone.
Yes.
So you can sell another time zone as well. So yeah, it's not all just on the East Coast. Or one in New Zealand. There's also here.
The thing that I was confused about though, because they said that they wanted to do like a dual team with Sydney or something.
Yeah, that's a shit thing. Eh?
So, and I was reading the comments. They were like, "Oh, we shouldn't do that." Like in the past, when teams have tried to do this, it hasn't ended well.
Yeah.
So what does that?
So
mean?
so teams like St. George, for example, the Dragons.
Yeah.
They're two teams. They used to be the Illawarra Steelers and St. George Dragons. They were two. They merged together because so what you're doing, you're merging the two clubs. Like, so if they have like a leagues club or whatever that club owns, that club owns, they all go into the one team and they go together. So then you'll have to play some games at that home stadium, some games at at each of them. But yeah, even the West Tigers was Western Suburbs and Balmain Tigers put together. They merged in 2000. Yeah. Who else is a merger club? I'm just trying to think.
Like, well, if you say it like that,
I think there's another merger club. I think.
I don't know.
Is there?
But like, if you say it like that, I don't think Perth should merge with anyone because
Perth needs its own identity. I think.
Yeah, and like if you're imagine merging Perth and Sydney together, like they're across the fucking country. Like, it doesn't make sense.
And like I think it's like you're like giving the game a disservice here. Like if you want to grow it, like it's called the National Rugby League.
Yeah.
It's only played in fucking 3 states. It's only really played in 2 states.
Yeah.
Like obviously Melbourne Storm, and they've been successful.
Yeah.
But you know, like it's AFL dominant. You know, like it's only really like if you want to be the National Rugby League, you got to play it all over the country.
Yeah.
And not just like one game here. Like we got one this year, Dolphins and Roosters, which we will go to.
Yes. And it's gonna be my first game, guys. Ever.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
There ain't nothing like the first time.
Man, I haven't had a lot of firsts for a lot of stuff.
Yeah. What about Anal?
Oh, I've done that, but
okay.
never again.
Okay, never again. Never. Never. Nah. What if he's the love of your life, and like he's like, I can make you, feel amazing.
Bro, I don't give a shit, man. Like, unless you're gonna shove an enema up my ass and make sure that no shit's gonna come out of it. I don't.
Are you worried about that?
No, it's just it feels yuck. It literally feels like I'm shitting every time they thrust inside me.
What if he has a toy on your clit at the same time and like something else going on the front part? Like, what if all that's happening at the same time?
Would I even be able to feel any of that because of what's happening in the back?
Or maybe you wouldn't be able to feel the back because of what's happening at the front. Hey, don't knock it till you try it, love.
Oh, like brother.
Hey, whatever. Hey, that's your choice. But yeah,
talking about rugby.
Exciting, exciting first time. Yeah. So, but that's what I'm saying. See how we got that one game? Yeah. Like if you're gonna have like a team here, like give them all the games, like because even before, like even Uncle talks about it because Uncle was here when the Reston Reds were in the 90s. Mm-hmm. Like they were successful, they were a pretty strong team. But
so why did they get off again?
Oh, because there was a thing called the Super League War, which folded the whole. So in the 90s, Rupert Murdoch, who's like a big media magnate, he created he created Super League, which was like. Or he pretty much like the NRL, which was the ARL at the time, and they played for. the Australian Rugby League, they pretty much had 2 competitions. So he took heaps of players from the ARL and like brought them over to these other teams. So they had 2 competitions going. So there was like, just imagine the NRL going now, and you know the Super League players that we took to in England. Yeah, well, they had some of those teams that were coming over to Australia, and then they were in that same they were in a competition with some of the Australian teams as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So there were 2. So they ended up being 2 competitions, but then that only lasted 2 years, and then it folded, the whole competition. So I don't know why. I don't actually know why it folded. Like maybe they just took the money that he got out of it and left. I don't know, but that's pretty much what happened. And then heaps of the players that were like they were throwing crazy money too. Like some players were saying, and this is in the 90s, they were getting offered like, you know, whatever, blank checks, pretty much like, write whatever number you want, and you can be you know, some of the best players back in the days getting like, you know, way more than they ever got in rugby league, because as rugby league I think was sort of semi-professional, like it was professional, but people still sort of worked jobs in the 80s and in the early 90s. But then, you know, going into the mid 90s, like is when like people getting thrown like fucking like, you know, fucking huge contracts, hundreds of thousands, $500,000, you know, which is crazy. So yeah, so that was, and then the Western Reds, which was the team, they were a part of the Super League, so they weren't part of the ARL, which is the current NRL now, which is still going. And yeah, so a lot of their players, when the competition folded, ended up at the Melbourne Storm. A lot of their good players, and then, Adelaide had a team too, Adelaide Rams. There was another team like where Newcastle is, just up above from there.
Has Tasmania or Northern Territory ever had a team?
Nah, not in a thing.
Okay.
But like Darwin gets games every year, like a game or two. Like I think it was the Raiders, Raiders and Eels, I think, played up there this year.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I know the Eels. I don't know if they have a deal up there with the government, but yeah, they take games up there. But yeah, WA, like, and they were pretty good by all accounts. Obviously, I was a kid, so I don't really remember. I was only like 5 or 6, but I do remember the Warriors obviously playing a game against them and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, uncle, like obviously being Perth for a long time, he wants to see that, and a lot of people here, and I think the rugby league got a strong. Not only that, like you got to think too, rugby union's quite strong here, the Western Force and that, but a lot of them watch rugby league. A lot of those people watch rugby league, so they'll go to the games because it would be cool. Like the Western Force, they had when they first came into competition, they had a huge supporter base because people were screaming because they never had rugby here. That was only in like 06 or 07, I think, or might have been 05. Around then is when they got in the competition. Yeah, and I remember because my dad and that, I remember talking to my old man and my uncles and coming over and like them just like my old man, like we used to go for the Force hard. Like he'd go for like the New Zealand teams, but then he'd go for the Force as well, just because they'd been here for a while and there was no professional rugby here. Yeah, I just think that it'll be cool. And I think it will be, I think people will pack out the stadiums. They already do when they have Origins. I know Origins a different beast. Like it's like the most watched thing on TV every year. So that's a different beast. Origin would sell anywhere. But even the games they get here, like people go, you know what I mean? And I think they'll be doing the game a disservice if they bring another team and then they have to share games, like you said, between Sydney and here. One that's fucking ages away.
100.
Just so they can keep, because there's like a team called North Sydney Bears. I don't know if that was one of the ones in the article, but they've got a huge supporter base and they were one of the original teams in 1908 in the competition. But they got obviously kicked out in that, like in the 90s and through all of that. So they ended the North Sydney Bears, I think 2000s or around then, somewhere early 90s, late 90s. Sorry, yeah. So they got the boot out of the comp, but they have a huge supporter base, and I think they have a big leagues club or something like that. Leagues club is like, you know, it used to be in some of those leagues clubs, and they have like poker machines and like they have big. It's like one of them RSLs with all the fucking it's got all that kind of shit. So they make a lot of money. So there's like a lot of money behind this thing. Just like the Dolphins, right? The Redcliffe Dolphins, they had a lot of money and they had their own leagues club, which made a lot of money on the north side of Brisbane there. And that's what made it like sense for them to come in, because they had a lot of backing, a lot of financial backing. Because that's the thing too, the club's got to have that. But over here, they wouldn't struggle for. There's been like dudes who have owned mines that have fucking bid for teams, but they just never got it over the line. And then but I hope we do win for Perth. You know what I mean? So I love this place, man. It's been home for a long time, and I think it will help with what we do. Like in the next, like, because what are they saying? 2027. So like we're 2 years away, pretty much 2.5 years away.
Because I was so excited, because I was like, ever since I started getting interested, I guess, in rugby, I was like, why doesn't Perth have a team? So I'm very excited for this to happen.
Yeah, I think there's so many pollies over here, man. Maoris, like
There's
so
gonna
many
be gangs,
expats.
it's gonna be good.
Yeah, and they'll build like a hopefully I just hope that the NRL, like if they do it, they let the team, they should give them like a salary cap exemption or something. I feel like, don't you reckon? Like for the first year or two, or a couple years, just to build out the first couple of years, just to build out a roster, because you're gonna have to pay extra for people to come to Perth, because they're gonna be like, what the fuck's in Perth? You know what I mean? You're gonna have to pay, and they're gonna know that if they come there, they're probably gonna lose. Like the Dolphins, right? They didn't get an exemption to like for more money or anything to start, which is hard. Like in the AFL, when they start new teams, they give them like a salary cap exemption for 2 or 3, or might be more years, just to set them up.
Yeah.
You know, hard, which helps because if you can play the players a bit more, they'll be want to come over. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And if you can't, because like I think, hey, we'll do our best to sell Perth to the teams, but it's still up to us, baby. But I guess that'll be like, I don't have a second team, but I guess that would be my second team.
Yeah.
If you
am I able to change to Perth? Because
I reckon that's the only time. This is my philosophy, right? I've stuck with the
I remember
Warriors
you saying that, like, like no changing, but
I think the only time you should be allowed to change a team as if a new team comes in. Like that's my thing, like, right? Yeah. Especially if like you should be fine. You're just learning, but like, I think your Raiders will still have a little soft spot for you in your toe or something like that. But yeah, I think like if a new team comes in, that's a bit different. You know what I mean? Because you're not jumping over to the team that beat your team or anything like that. You know what I mean? You're just like, fuck, I'm sick of losing. And maybe that does, because going to a new team that just started, that doesn't, a lot of times it'll take a long time before you ever get a win, because the last team that came in before the Dolphins was the Titans. I think they only been to the finals like twice or 3 times, and
like to nearly the 20 finals.
Yeah, like the playoffs, like quarterfinals or anything. I think they've never been to the grand final.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think they've been to the preliminary, which is just before the grand final. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they've been in since 2007.
Has the Wars made it to like
grand final? Yeah, a couple. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
2011 for last grand final. Last year we were 1 game off the grand final preliminary. We lost to the Broncos. Fucking but dodgy too. Nah. But yeah, I think you should. Perth's all good. Like that will probably be. Who knows? Like with all the stuff that we do, we might even like do a podcast with the team. You never know.
That'll be mean.
But I'm gonna be honest. At least if you go for them, then someone does, and I'll still be up the Wales. But up the Perth, whatever they are, or what would they be? Western something probably. I don't know. Yeah. What would you what would you name them? Or what mascot?
Yeah, what do you reckon? Oh my gosh. Because like I didn't really like their last name, Western Reds.
Yeah.
I don't know, just kind of.
I think they're the Pirates too now.
The Pirates.
Yeah, they're like junior team. I think they're junior team because they got a SG ball team that's like most NRL teams have one of those. Like it's like a what's that SG ball under 16s or 18, one of those. Yeah, they're the Western Pirates, I think, or Perth Pirates, one of those fucking things.
Oh, that's cute.
So yeah, I don't know if it'd be that or what it'll be.
The Caribbean Pirates. No, what would you name? Because like everything in the ocean's pretty much taken, isn't it?
In the ocean?
Yeah. Got sharks, dolphins. I think that's it.
Eels, yeah.
Eels.
Well, in the rivers, oceans.
The crabs. Just joking. I ain't never going for a team if they name their team crabs. Just saying it right now.
Crabs. What would be a good name?
Far out. The gorillas. Yeah.
Where's the gorilla in Perth, though?
Huh?
Where's the gorilla in Perth?
I'm the gorilla.
No. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like, are they gonna try and do like the W? Like, what's from WA? Fucking quokka.
Apparently, we have the most meth heads in the world.
I don't think for PR's sake they can do that. True, WA's got the most per capita.
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
They found the most traces in the
and the water.
in the
Yeah,
water.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Apparently, I don't
But
know
how
if
many
it's
other
true.
countries are testing their water? Some of them countries don't look they ever been testing water. But yeah, I get it. Well, there you go. Perfect. The most methods. Yeah, I don't think we could call ourselves the
The Perth Mythies.
The Perth glass Barbies. No.
The Perth.
Would it be Perth or would it be Western?
Western.
The Western Assassins.
Oh well, I
'Cause-
guess like what Western Assassins. That sounds lame.
Does it?
Yeah.
I just thought about that, like assassin, that dude, that like sniper, that fucking dude down at the speedway, sniped him from across the other side of the speedway a couple years back.
That's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is. But he was like an actual, like military dude, that did that. Well, I don't know if he actually did it. He's the one that got put away, but apparently he did like a lot of like stuff for those people over in like some of those ones in Africa when they go around to like and they go in like have you seen Machine Gun Preacher? Like that kind of shit. I think he worked like for like some of those humanitarian organizations saving people and shit. Yeah.
Interesting.
Perth Assassins.
Perth Assassins. Nah. I don't like that.
Nah, I don't either. Yeah, that's the only thing, because I was trying to think like how many people have been assassinated in Perth. I don't think that many. That's the only one I could think of. It's that dude.
I don't think that's something to be proud of too.
No, neither is fucking methods. What are you talking about?
That was a joke, okay?
Yes,
That was a
so
joke.
was mine. I just gotta know. I just gotta think of.
Oh, what could it be? Like, what kind of animal? Would it be a land animal or
A quokka. I think this is the only thing that I know that comes from Perth. But that doesn't sound very tough.
I like that quokka. Yeah, the quokkas.
Yeah, the quokkas.
Well,
there.
like-
Have you seen a quokka?
Yeah, they're,
Oh.
they're fucking cute.
Did you
man.
go to Rodney's?
Sorry?
Did you go to Rodney's?
Nah.
Oh,
I when I was looking, who was it? Someone on TikTok said that they got a job offer at Rottnest Island, so I had a look at it, and then that's where I saw all the quokkas. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. But like, what if just say they do a deal, like they team up, they combine with
they'll
another
probably keep their fucking. They'll be like the Western Bears or something like that.
What if they teamed up with the Raiders, the Western Raiders?
I don't think
So
the
it'd be like
Raiders are
Raiders
moving.
and the Western Raiders.
Nah, it'll be a team. No, because they need to be an 18th team. The Raiders are staying, and the Raiders wouldn't leave.
Oh wait, so if you combine,
No, they're merging with an old team, like an old club that hasn't been in the NRL for a long time, but they have a huge supporter base, like the North Sydney Bears. They used to be in the NRL.
So that's literally the only reason why they're doing it is for a big supporter base because of that.
Yeah, well, that's why, because they already have a foundation of like members and shit like that. Like, and they have like people, because North Sydney Bears, for example, they're an original team from 1908 when the NRL started.
See, because I'm a strong believer in started from the bottom. Now we're here, like literally.
Yeah, I
from
just
the
think,
bottom.
like, fuck that, eh?
Yeah, just start from the bottom, man, and work your way up. It's not gonna, but they're just so money driven. Like everything's
Yeah, well,
nowadays.
that's the game.
So,
That's the, you know what I mean? Like,
if you must do that, then whatever.
I
Your
don't.
money
But yeah, I
first.
don't like. I think there's enough money here for this team to survive.
There is so much money. Like fucking the gold mines, like
Everything, yeah, mining, all fucking iron ore, fucking whatever.
my cousin told me about
Oil
am I
and
allowed to
gas.
share this? Oh, hang on, maybe I shouldn't, just in case, because I didn't ask her if I could tell anybody.
Well, no one knows her.
That is true. Okay. So my cousin, she works at a mine.
Yeah, out of mine.
And,
We won't name the mine, but yeah, anyway.
And somehow it got damaged, and there was just but what if this is the only mine that this thing has happened?
What is it?
No, there was just like something happened, like an explosion or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And
But they explode all the time.
And so what happened was
Controlled.
it was something happened. There was gold everywhere, like everywhere, to the point where they weren't even allowed to leave with their items that they
So like after it's already been thinged and like already taken out of the rocks and shit, like that one of those, like
and
around
so,
like the conveyor belts.
Yeah, because all the dust, and all the dust and everything is gold. So they weren't
it's all
allowed
up in
to.
there.
Like that's how rich we are, bro. Now we can have our own team.
Fucking oath to be weekend.
call us.
Doesn't WA play the highest fucking tax or something as well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we're so
something.
Gucci that we don't even have to pay tolls here, bro. Like, not like the rest of your
Oh yeah, good
not
talk
like the
about
rest of
it.
your folks.
Yeah. Hard.
Y'all still paying tolls when you don't need to.
Wait, talk about that. That dude.
Yeah. So there was this guy, right? I don't know his name, can't remember. But he was in Queensland and he stopped paying his tolls because he knows that you don't need to pay tolls. You don't need to pay tolls. Yes, you get threatened, but they can't do anything.
It's not the government. That's why.
Yeah, it's
You
not the
know, like,
government.
it's not like
it's
owing
privately,
tax.
yeah.
The tax man. Yeah.
It's privately owned by some rich person that still wants to take your money.
Well, yeah, all come persons.
And yeah, so he hasn't paid any toll for years, and he kept getting letters, and it just got to the point where I can't remember what happened. It's like a foggy, distant memory. But yeah, he was on the news and he's like, I'm not going to pay anything.
He hadn't paid for years, eh?
Yeah. Thousands and thousands of dollars. And I really believe that if every single person in Queensland just stopped paying tolls, that'll be like one of the best protests in the world.
Yeah.
Like in Australia, I guess.
Just
not
in
the world.
Queensland or
Who else pays tolls? Everywhere
Sydney,
else? Oh, Sydney. So
Melbourne?
everyone in Australia, guys, if you just stop paying your tolls, it'll be like a silent protest. The most quietest protest to us, but it's loud in the background because those people are going to be panicking.
Yeah, but yeah, because you don't have to. Like if it's a company, it's like your power bill, right? People get like, if you don't pay your power bill, what's going on here?
Oh, that always happens every time it disconnects from the monitor.
Oh. Anyway, yeah, like if you don't pay your power, like you can't go to jail.
Yeah.
They're just like you're gonna get a bad credit rating or whatever. But like if you don't need a credit rating, like maybe they don't. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You know what? It just reminds me of. Have you guys seen? I'm acting like someone's gonna respond to me.
Yeah, they are.
But have you guys seen? What's it called? Is it Bugs Life? No, it's ants. No, it's
A Bug's Life. Ants.
It's either a Bug's Life or ants, and they're insects, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the grasshopper always goes to this colony to get food all the time. And this one time they didn't have enough food because one of the ants destroyed their altar of food. And so the grasshopper is talking at the bar, what they call a bar, and he overhears these other grasshoppers being like, "Oh, what a puny ant's gonna do." And then he turns around and he says something amongst the lines of like, that's not the point. They may be tiny, but in numbers, they're strong. And that's how I see all of us versing the government.
Yeah, but that's
Like,
exactly what it is. Even with COVID, if everybody in the world that had a brain and was forced to get the jab or forced to stay at home, if everyone said no, then they couldn't have done anything.
They couldn't have done anything.
Because how the fuck could you force everyone if they say no?
And
you
it's,
know what I mean?
Did you see the
It's
article?
It's like that. Have you seen that meme? And it's like all of these rich cunts, and they're sitting on a table, but then it's propped up by all of the people, and then they say like, the game's over if we all stand up, because everyone's like crouched down underneath the table, and all these rich dudes are sitting on it. But if all the people stand up, that's how it is. Like governments only are able to do what they do. And I'm not saying that everything a government does is bad. Yeah. But like, you know what I mean? But they're only able to have the control they have is because they manipulate the people into thinking, one, that they need them. Because I'm not even of the fucking thought that I even believe anarchy could still work. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty crazy though. I don't know, but like I do. I think like that we could live in a society where there's no rules, and like humans will figure it out. Like they did before. You know what I mean? We always figured shit out.
Yeah, it just comes with a lot of chaos in the beginning, but
yeah, you think. But like if you unite with a strong group of people who can all fucking look after themselves and you're all self-sufficient together,
yeah, but
you better function.
Yeah, unfortunately that's not really the world that we live in.
Well, it is if you create those groups or those communities.
Yeah, but then are you gonna shut everybody else off that doesn't align with that?
Well,
and then you'll create a system anyways where it's kind of like
yes,
kind of governmental anyways.
but still, we still could survive as humans
yeah,
without
we can
without
always,
the government.
We'll always manage. It'll just be messy for a bit.
So life is messy anyway.
Yeah,
The world is messy.
I'm
You're
not
depressed.
saying like so.
You're depressed.
Look at
I'm
this
fucking.
one, so.
I've been exactly. True.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like it's gonna be messy for a bit, but it can be done.
Fucking oath.
Yeah.
And like I said, life's messy anyway. You're depressed. I'm depressed sometimes. Life is messy anyway. You know what I mean? But if we all stand up, we can win.
Yeah, 100%. And like it just, the news is also like we've mentioned this so many times. The fucking media, the government has that shit in the palm of their hands, and they just like scaring a lot of people.
Yeah, hard because it keeps us in the loop. Keeps us in the loop. Keeps us running. Keeps us. It keeps our grandparents telling us or our parents like, "Oh, watch out!" You know what I mean? Because they watch the news and then they telling you, and then it's all the same. Keeps us in that cycle. And like but yeah, you're right. Like if anything, like if everybody in the world decided like, no, I don't want to do that, they can't do fuck all.
Yeah.
They can't do fuck all. Like even when they have these stupid wars, right, for fucking profit, which is what all of them are. Hey. Because if it was wars for humanity, then when they have like child slaves being made in Africa and stuff like that, they would go and fix that shit. If it wasn't, you know what I mean? Because again, these are countries that have fucking zero infrastructure, zero army. Really, the army are the kids because they're manipulated by adults, warlords. This is just one example. These examples all over the world. They would go and fix that shit if they gave a fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like. So, like, all of these wars that happen, they're all wars to benefit some rich motherfuckers somewhere. You know what I mean? So, or you just point the finger at whatever war. They all are. But if everyone decided one day, we're not going to war anymore. You know what I mean? Soldiers, everybody. Then drafts, like, right? Like, what a draft is when they come and grab you and throw you in the army, like, in countries, like doing that should only exist because people obey. But people will keep obeying because that's the way we live in. Yeah.
That's okay. But if we can do the silent protest, guys, to stop paying your tolls, that's a start.
The most important one.
That's a start because that's where like the big.
Well, that's what you could do. Yeah.
Just do a silent protest.
It's gonna fuck up a few credit ratings, but if you're able to if you don't give a fuck about that, run it, baby.
Yeah.
Because how they gonna fuck up everyone's credit rating too if everyone did it?
Yeah, if everyone.
They're gonna need somebody to fucking borrow some money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're gonna need somebody to fucking have a phone on a plan or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? So, because if you did that, that's gonna the ripple effect will be huge.
Yeah. Because it reminds me of that protest that was in Japan or South Korea. So it was the bus drivers. They weren't getting paid, or they wanted like better wages or better contracts or something like that. I can't really remember how it went. So they did a silent protest where
they won over there. That was in Korea.
So they did a silent protest where all the bus drivers still went to work. They still did all their routes and everything. They just didn't take any money from the people. So all of the I was going to say buses.
I see.
The tickets, everything was for free. So the company lost a lot of money. So that was their silent protest, and I absolutely love that.
Well, you'd be happy because then you wouldn't have to stress about not tagging on.
Yeah. If you come to Perth, guys, you need to tag on and off. Okay, when you're using a smart rider.
Did it?
Yeah. But yeah, no, I had like 5 quotes, but we could.
Yeah, no, let's bang this.
Oh yeah, let's
go.
Let's go.
What do you want to do? Yeah, let's go.
Okay. La 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 la.
Do you want to do one of them?
Yeah, I'll do one of them.
Yeah, do one and then save them for the next one.
Okay. Okay, so this quote reads, "Men need to sit with men who have healed perspectives of women. Women need to surround themselves with women who have healed perspectives of men. The conversations are different. The energy is different. The love, appreciation, and respect are different." And I absolutely love that because I 100% agree with that. Because yes, I say a lot of shit about my ex because out of anger, but I always tell him I'm thankful for him and I appreciate him and all that stuff.
You
But-
say a lot of shit.
Yeah, even though I do that, that's just my human nature. You know what I mean? But I believe that my perspective of males is quite healed if I was to compare it to other females.
Except for him, like on him in moments, in quick
moments.
moments, yeah. Like except for him in quick moments.
Except for you right now. Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh,
You need to sit with someone that's healed.
No, but like, oh god, but no, because like honestly, a lot of women, right? Women that have spoken to me, I understand that we've all been through stuff, both males, females. But when women start like bad mouthing their partners in a way where like, and other women start joining in on the bad mouthing of that person's partner, I can't participate in that because I'm just like, oh, this feels ick. Like it feels so ick because that dad is actually trying to see the children and you're over here laughing, being like, hey, I'm not going to let him see the kids this weekend. And they're just laughing about it and thinking it's funny. And I'm just like, bro, that dad's probably fucking crying his eyes out, not being able to see the kids. You know what I mean? Like I can't do that. And it reminds me of this other page where it was specifically for men, for dads. And some of the posts are really nice. And then some posts, holy crap, the toxicity of men come out and they're just attacking all females. And then the females are coming in because they're offended. They're trying to defend their integrity or whatever they're trying to defend. And it's just like war against male and female, like just clashing, like to see who's better at being a parent, who's better at being a human. And I'm just like, obviously I'm eating my popcorn, reading these comments. But at the same time, I'm like, holy crap. There's some toxic ass shit, bro. But yeah, no. And I don't know, just when you find, I personally haven't really been around any female that's got a healthy perspective of men. I can't think of a female on the top of my head.
Fuck, I don't know many either.
Yeah, so
like when you say like that doesn't have that shit in them.
Yeah, just
and like I get it, like a lot of them have probably been hurt by them. You know what I mean? Men
exactly.
But yeah, I can't think of that. But I know a lot of men that have healthy perspectives of female.
Yeah, I know a lot of men. Yeah, that have a healthy perspective of female.
Is that more the men's fault or like, or because then some of them maybe they just influenced, like you said. Like they've heard it from their mother, their grandmother, like their aunties all their life. And maybe they haven't been hurt. I don't know. But yeah, that's a good one. Like to not even have like just a little bit of that shit. I don't know. I can't think of any. Oh, I think I can think of a couple, maybe one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't.
But not many. Way more men that I can think of that
100%.
speak highly and never entertain that kind of shit about women. Yeah.
I mean, like, there's a difference between, you yourself venting about something, but then when, like...
joining in on other people's shit.
When people start joining in on it and degrading this other human, it's kind of like, because at the end of the day, we don't know all sides of the story. We don't know what the other person's thinking, let alone what you're thinking.
Yeah. Have you ever gone off about somebody? Like, not gone off, but like... I've done it before, man. I've gone off on like... Because I fucking heard something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, fuck that cunt, this and that. And then I don't even know if it was fucking true. I've done that before.
Like, have I been angry on behalf of my friends or my family?
Nah, but more, yeah, but I mean more about, like, someone said this cunt said this about you. Yeah, I can think of a few times. Shout out to all the brothers out there. Well, not that many, but a few. They're like, if I was wrong, my bad, G. I was a passionate dude. I think, oh, you don't like me? Well, fuck him too. Hey, yeah. These days, because like I'd rather just. And a lot of time, I think you got to listen to like, where's the information coming from? Like, are they like this? You know?
Yeah, 100%.
That's what I have to fucking.
Yeah, because this is all like. Because so when I was younger, as soon as like one of my friends would be like, oh, my husband did this, my friend did this, blah, blah, my boyfriend did this, yada yada, I would be like, oh, what if I get, like, straight away just be like angry on behalf of my friend, But then it got to the point where like I would find out more information from the husband, or like from from her later on when she's not angry. She'll explain something, like she'll explain the truth of what actually happened. And then from that moment on, I was like, man, I ain't gonna believe anybody when they start bad mouthing their partner.
Yeah, I mean,
like not even, it's not even bad mouthing, it's just venting, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I
like
think
they're
that's
just
the important
feeling
thing. Yeah, it's like so important that that's why I'm scared to vent to a lot of people, because a lot of people don't realize.
I don't think you're scared to vent to me.
No,
Grateful.
yeah.
I vent to you.
Like I'm quite afraid to vent to people, because when I vent, I notice that the person either gets angry at the person I'm venting about,
Yeah, that's
or
not what you want.
or the person all of a sudden hates the person that I'm talking about. They don't even know the person, but all of a sudden they hate the person. Or and then later down the track, if things are good between me and this person, they're like, oh, I thought you hated them. And I'm like, no, it was just a moment where I was frustrated. Like that was it. So like now I don't like venting to people. Like I'd much rather just do it like with you. Vent to you.
I'll go with listen. We wouldn't get much back, but
he'll just be like, oh yeah.
What she
When's
look
the
like?
game on Saturday?
What she look like? Hey! Yeah. What
No.
time's the game? Yeah, that's our man's, man.
Love you, uncle. But so I tend not to vent anymore, because I think a lot of humans at the moment, all the humans that I've been around, don't really understand when a person vents. They're just venting in the moment and their frustrations. But yeah, so I've kind of learnt over the years not to vent to too many people.
You know what I reckon? Because I didn't used to like. I think TikTok. No, I'm not gonna be honest. I chose, but like I think the whole TikTok world fucked me up a little bit, or like I let it fuck me up a little bit in the way of like the sort of gossip shit. Like I sort of actually got into it a little bit, eh? Like not as much as heaps of people were, but way more than I ever would have.
Yeah.
Like I let like fucking people's opinions of like saying someone else go into my brain. I'm like, well, fuck them, you know what I mean? Whereas like usually I'm just like in one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
But like this, I can think of a few times in the TikTok journey where I've probably thought something of someone, and to this day I don't know if it's true or not. You know what I mean? But like I thought, we're talking about me, well, fuck you know what I mean? But usually I'll just be like, man, and I'm back to that now.
That's good.
But I think that and I'm not gonna blame TikTok itself. I'm just gonna say that time and period. And it doesn't help when you've got the black dog on your shoulder either, you know what I mean? And and then even in like, because I think people think like, oh, you didn't, how you didn't do it that time, and you've been in situations where you've wanted to end it.
Yeah.
When you go to do it and you don't end up finishing the job, or you do it and it doesn't work, whatever. Like that's not the end.
Yeah. Like
there's still like because I think people hear the story of like, oh, May last year, we got top one, fucking, and then we fucking tried to kill myself, and then they think, oh, and I decided, we're gonna fucking start going towards this path, but like it didn't get easy straight away. Like it wasn't like I wasn't this me now today, then, or even like a week or a month or 2 months or 3 months later, like probably not until now, and and I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I definitely let a lot of that shit get to me when I think about it now. I'm like, fuck. Like, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have said something. You know what I mean? Like, or I should have just let shit go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this shit, like with, we had a like family or the teams, they said, you know what I mean? Even shit now, I'm thinking in my head, like, why did I fucking care about that? You know what I mean? Like literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, like not just today, like even this whole journey of being on doing this, I'm thinking back to like, why don't I give a fuck if they change their name?
Yeah.
Like, because we had people that were with us, like, and we were, we were build TFHR together, this and that, and then they fucking switched their name, but then they were still like having TFHR, and then I got mad about that. I got so cut, like, kicked them out of group chats and shit like that. Like, I was like, fuck
hey,
you.
we're all learning. It's all an experience.
Yeah. But like
you
this,
know,
they're like that's it is 100. But like now
but,
that
like,
I look
thinking
back, I'm
about
like,
it
what a
now,
dickhead. Like,
yeah, it's like,
he is
ugh.
cunt. Who
No, because
gives
like
a
you know,
fuck?
because I was on TikTok for a little bit as well. I didn't go live as much.
Yeah.
But I was in like
Chats
the
and that.
comments and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and because me, I don't like gossiping, and I never have. But the people that I met, they loved gossiping.
Oh yeah, she's hectic on there.
So yeah, so they loved gossiping. So I was just like, I would partake of it because I'm like, oh, they're my friends. Like now, like so I'll just kind of feed off that. But it always felt really gross, and it wasn't who I was, who I was, or who I am.
Oh, that's what I'm on right now. Like
Yeah.
I think like that, and I felt like it feels gross, but I think I was so numb then I didn't feel like gross. I just was doing it like on autopilot.
Yeah.
And again, I wasn't even like there's fucking even some relationships that broke down through that I'm like, hope you're well. But like I probably fucked it up. You know what I mean? Like just by being too proud or listening to other people. Yeah. And I'm like, oh else, you know what I mean? Or cuzzy, whatever. Like it's like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I can't go back and change that behavior, and but it's cool to have that mirror right now and to look back and be like, fuck yeah, I was pretty like I became quite toxic without even knowing. Yeah, like
well, good on you for the self-realization. That's awesome.
Like I've realized it more and more as I've gone on the shooting, and I think when I jumped on with Leeka the other day, even though it was only for like 10 minutes, man, like 20 minutes or whatever it was, I was like, feels
just
weird.
Not for me.
Well, it just feels like I don't know, like even the whole because I forgot how you do it, like we was kings over there at one time. You know what I mean? Like it's like and I reference a lot of TikTok stuff like on this journey because that was an achievement that we achieved. You know what I mean? And it's like it was cool. And I don't know. I just I just I could have been better. I guess we can all be better.
Exactly.
And I've learned. I'm learning and growing. Fuck, I'm. Even some of the things that I think like. Even in the moment that people would say about me, and I still don't give a fuck what people think right now, and I'll never have my whole life. But some of their stuff was right. Some of it was right in that moment. Today, no, but then, definitely.
And that's like, I think when those people that met you back in the past and they meet you again, they're gonna be like, oh,
or the ones that knew me before and knew me, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think
it's
like I said, I think having those conversations with some people lately about because I've been open about suicide and all that shit, people wanting to talk about that stuff and then being like, well, like I didn't do it, like I don't feel better there. It was like, just because you don't do it doesn't mean you feel better. Like, you know what I mean? That's just one step. It took a journey to get to the point where you want to end it. And you and I have been there multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
can I get an amen? No, probably not.
And then I was like, I was talking to a sister the other week about this stuff, and it was about like, but she was really pushing me to like, do you actually know why you were there? Like, why you got to that point? Like, in starting even back to when I first tried to do it, like 10 years ago, sort of a thing. What was, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know. And then I had to really like look back at heaps of shit that I haven't really like heaps of stuff that I'm open to talk about, but other things that I'm like, why did I get there? So I've been doing that sort of self-reflection lately, and then I even went back into that moment, like those moments, and not only before that, but after.
Pretty proud of you, because I like one of the things I remember, like it's like it's just embedded into my mind is one of the TikToks that you did, and you were like hard out, just like, I don't believe in talking, blah blah blah, talking about your feelings, blah blah blah, and I don't know, when I heard you say that, I was just like, oh, that's really sad, because I feel like talking helps a lot. Like, you talk a lot now
about my feelings.
And
even I would talk about actually, let me see. I would talk about like what had happened to me, but I wouldn't talk about how I felt. You're right. Yeah. I would ask people how they are and then listen to that, but I wouldn't. If they would ask me how are you, I would say all good or okay, or you know what I mean, sort of uncle style. You know what I mean? Just I had some cool chats. I didn't even talking to him because he doesn't understand any of it. Like he's like, fuck, it was sometimes I'm mad. Like that's his like he doesn't understand like anxiety at all or anything like that. But
Yeah. And that's
but he
good.
asked the questions. He's
I'm
like,
glad that
what
he
is
does
that
it.
sort of
Yeah,
shit?
I'm
You know,
glad that
like,
he
I don't
does
fucking
it.
know. Really, I'm
Yeah.
reading. Yeah.
When a person says to me that they don't know what depression, anxiety, or like severe anger, like, you know, there's angry and then there's like severe anger. Like, if you don't know what that feels like, I'm happy for you, because I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, to be honest. I mean, it's nice to like be able to, I guess, empathize with other people, but the fact that Uncle's even asking, you know, that's so sweet. Bless his heart. Just, yeah. And like, even like families, I found like some families are healthy, which was so weird for me, because I was just thinking, how is your past generations all healthy? And then you have never experienced neglect. You've never experienced, you know, like narcissistic parents, narcissistic family members.
I don't even know what that is.
But you're just so, you've got like a healthy relationship with your family. Just like, man, I wonder what that feels like. Ugh, must feel good.
Does that exist?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I've met 2 people like that from
Wow.
different
I
families.
don't think I've met any.
And you just think of like the
But
healthiness
shout out
of
to them.
yeah, like the healthiness of this one person, and then their parents are healthy, and then those like their grandparents are healthy, and then their great grandparents are healthy. It's like, where did your family come from?
Yeah,
Like, where did it
they
stem
live like under a rock or something? Like, did they not? Because like, how do you go through
life?
all the shit that's happened in the last
In the
200
world.
years or whatever to like
Yeah.
and still be like that?
It's
It's very rare.
so impressive. Like, it's just beautiful. I'm just like, bro. And it's kind of like I don't want to talk to you in case I bring some of my darkness into your light. And then it's just like,
When you say
yeah,
darkness, you mean your areolas. Eh? Is it? All right, fam. That's us. Mind the mic, empathy and energy. Great Maddie, Shubz. We back in here. That's it. Share this out, man. If you listen to this and you took some value from it, and you're like, yeah, that resonates with me, share it out, fam. We're just being ourselves and learning along the journey. Things that I say now I might not agree with down the line. I definitely would agree with that. I was wrong in a lot of instances on my TikTok journey and have been in life, but maybe some of the opinions I have might change over time, just like the opinion I had saying I don't like talking about feelings or anything like that. And then Maddie remembers it, and obviously now I don't mind it. So,
proud of you.
yeah.
Chris.
I didn't even
That's all
think
of
I was
us.
going to fucking talk about that. It just came out. But yeah, I mean, yeah. But yeah, shout out to you. Make sure you follow Mind the Mic podcast on YouTube if you're listening audibly. Check us out on Instagram. Check Maddie out on. If you follow Mind the Mic podcast on any platform, you'll be able to find all of our stuff, all of our pages as well. Maddie's always open for a DM, especially the dick pics. She loves them. Send them. And big
Don't send me
blessings,
those,
big love.
please. Okay, ciao for now.